You set up a cozy cat bed in the corner, a soft blanket on the couch, maybe even that expensive little cat cave she sniffed once and never touched again. And yet, night after night, she ends up right there with you, in your bed. Adorable, absolutely. But there's far more going on beneath the surface than most cat owners ever realize. Because what your cat is actually communicating through this behavior is one of the most emotionally loaded things she can do. Today, we're going deep into what it really means when your cat sleeps with you, what the exact spot she chooses reveals about your bond, and what it means when she suddenly stops, which is something most owners understand too late. We'll get to that at the end. The obvious explanation sounds simple. Cats love warmth, and that's true. Their body temperature runs a bit higher than ours, and they naturally seek out sunny patches, warm laptops, laundry fresh from the dryer. But here's the thing. If warmth were all they wanted, the heated cat pad in the hallway would be enough. For most cats, it isn't. The real reason goes much deeper. Sleep is the most vulnerable moment in a cat's day. Every survival instinct is quietly telling her to hide, find a safe corner, stay out of sight. No predator should find her while her guard is down, which makes it all the more significant when your cat walks right past every quiet, hidden spot in your home and climbs into bed with you, a creature 15 times her size. That's not about temperature, that's a deliberate choice. Researchers in animal cognition found that cats develop attachment styles with their owners that mirror the way infants bond with caregivers. When your cat chooses to sleep beside you, she's saying something she can't put into words. You are the place where she can completely let her guard down. And once she's decided you're that safe place, something else kicks in that most people never think about. To us, a home is divided into rooms: kitchen, living room, bedroom. To a cat, that same home is a territory, a map of scents, markings, and memories. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing her cheek or forehead against you right before she settles in for the night? That's not just affection. Cats carry scent glands along their cheeks, forehead, and the base of their tail. And when they rub against you, they're leaving invisible markers behind. But here's the part most people miss. When your cat sleeps pressed against you night after night, she's not just marking you. She's blending her scent with yours. In wild cat colonies, closely bonded animals share a communal group scent. That's how they recognize each other as family. When your cat does this with you, she's folding you into her inner circle. This also explains why she sometimes sniffs you intensely when you come home. You smell like outside, like unfamiliar places. The shared scent has faded. And that evening cuddle? Part of it is her restoring what went missing. If you're enjoying this so far, it would mean a lot if you gave it a like and hit subscribe so you never miss a video. It's the best way to help this channel reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand their cats on a deeper level. Now let's keep going, because it gets even more interesting from here. Here's something that might reframe how you see your cat entirely. Have you ever wondered why she always picks the same spot in bed, right by your head, or at your feet, or pressed so tightly against your side, you can barely move? That's not habit, that's strategy. Even the most pampered house cat still carries the instincts of a predator, and predators think in terms of threats. In wild cat groups, members take turns watching over each other while others rest. Your cat never unlearned that ancient code. If she sleeps facing the door, she's guarding the entry point. If she sleeps near your head, she's protecting your most vulnerable area. And she's appointed herself to that role. She knows she's small. She doesn't care. Something deep in her wiring says, this human is mine to protect. And if you pay attention to how she sleeps, not just where, there's even more she's telling you. A tight curl, belly hidden, paws tucked in, means she's close to you but hasn't fully let go yet. Trust, with a layer of caution still underneath. A full sprawl, legs stretched out, maybe even upside down, is the complete opposite. A cat exposing her belly has switched off every survival instinct. She believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that nothing bad can happen to her here. Then there's the back turned toward you, which many owners take personally. Don't. In the cat world, turning your back to someone means, I trust you so completely, I don't even need to watch you. It's actually one of the highest compliments she can give, and full body contact, where she pushes herself against you and finds impossible angles just to close every gap between you. That's not clinginess. That's devotion. Researchers observing cats in shelters found that those who chose to sleep close to volunteers, especially near the chest, adapted to new homes significantly faster after adoption. It was identified as a strong sign of trust and emotional openness. Something else that surprises a lot of people is just how much your cat has rewired herself around your schedule. Cats are naturally crepuscular, meaning their bodies are built to be most active at dawn and dusk. Sleeping through the night and staying active during the day is not their natural biology at all. And yet, your cat is awake when you're awake and asleep when you go to bed. Studies on domestic cats show that those living closely with humans gradually shift their sleep and wake cycles to mirror their owners. They sleep more deeply at night. They stay active longer during the day, not because it comes naturally, but because that's when you're there. It's also why your cat greets you at the door before you even arrive, or shows up right before your alarm goes off. She's memorized your rhythm, not out of habit, out of preference. And that attentiveness runs even deeper than most people realize. Ever had a rough day and noticed your cat suddenly refuse to leave your side? When we're stressed, our posture changes, our movements shift, our breathing becomes different, and our bodies release stress hormones that have a detectable scent cats can actually perceive. Your cat doesn't know why you're upset, but she knows something is off. That's why many cats become especially attentive when their owners are sick, anxious, or grieving. Sleeping beside you gives her a front row seat to your emotional state, your heart rate, your restlessness, the rhythm of your breathing. Night after night, she's learning what your baseline feels like. So when something shifts, she notices, and it's worth knowing that a cat's purr falls in a frequency range that has been linked to stress reduction and even tissue healing in studies. Having your cat in bed isn't just emotionally comforting. There may be something genuinely restorative happening that you can't even feel. For most people, sharing a bed with their cat is completely fine. If you're not a light sleeper and don't have allergies, there's really not much standing in the way. One thing worth keeping in mind, cats are crepuscular, which means 4 in the morning can absolutely be playtime as far as she's concerned. If you're sensitive to sleep disruptions, that's worth considering. And if you do have cat allergies, a cozy alternative somewhere else in the home is probably the smarter move. Now, I mentioned this at the very beginning, and I want to end here because it matters more than people realize. What does it mean when a cat who has slept with you for months or years suddenly stops? Cats are creatures of habit. When they break a pattern this significant, it's not a mood. It's a message. Physical discomfort or illness can cause cats to seek out solitude. In the wild, showing weakness is dangerous, and that instinct doesn't disappear in a domestic setting. If an older cat suddenly starts sleeping alone, a vet visit is worth considering. Environmental changes, a new pet, a new person in the home, a shift in routine, can feel like a major territorial disruption even when they seem minor to us. And sometimes the reason is emotional. Cats remember. If something frightening happened in the bedroom, a loud argument, an unfamiliar sound, an unpleasant encounter, they may pull away from that space to protect themselves. The key is to pay attention. Your cat chose to sleep with you because she trusted you completely. If that changes, she's not being difficult. She's communicating. Watch, listen, and if needed, gently help her find her way back to feeling safe. That nightly ritual, your cat settling in beside you as the lights go out, was never just cute. Behind every single time, there was a decision. She could have slept anywhere. She chose you. That means you are her safe place, her group, the heartbeat that helps her rest. It was never small to her. And now you know. It doesn't have to be small to you either. If this video changed how you think about your cat, drop a comment and tell me, where does your cat sleep? And does it make more sense to you now? I read every single one.